are here fighting for a cure. We believe we will be successful, but we also know that nothing is guaranteed in life, and preparing Luke to be ready for all the potential challenges that lie ahead is a really big thing for us. So the mental toughness, being able to overcome challenges, being able to get through anything that life throws at you is really important. So we have made a concerted effort to make sure he has those skills now so that as he gets older, he can get through those things. So we like to do things that are hard. We like to be examples of doing things that are hard. And it's been incredible watching how Luke has responded to that type of mindset that we've helped try to teach him. In Rainier, we decided to take a hike. It was not an easy hike for him. There was a good incline, there was snow on the ground. You know, it was just a challenging hike for anyone. My parents couldn't do it. You know, Luke got out there and did it though. It was an impromptu hike. We like to kind of take the days where, you know, they take us and let it flow. And he was in Crocs, he had socks on, and he was pushing through the snow, and he got through it. There were a few times of momentary doubt, or should we keep going? And my gosh, getting to the end and having that sense of accomplishment was really important for him. And it just is one of those building blocks that every time you do one of those things that you don't think maybe you can do, it turns into that I can do these hard things, and you can look back on that last time that you were in a hard situation and get through the next one. So that hike in Rainier was just such a great moment of building blocks of mental toughness for him and how to get through those hard situations. So we made it to Snow Lake in Mount Rainier. We were super unprepared. Kids hiked in Crocs, so we had some cold, wet feet today, but they've been troopers anyways. Luke is now wearing my socks and Christina's boots, so we're gonna be hiking back in some different gear, but the kids are having a great time nonetheless. Lots of snowball fights. They made it to this beautiful like alpine lake in this little crater-like area, all the cool reflections on the water, and yeah, it's been an awesome day, and all T cares about is if I'm gonna jump in and do a cold plunge, but don't think that's gonna happen, T.
Hey, not.
Yes. Yes.
We were planning on hiking today. We just decided to do it.
Correction. We were not unprepared. We just were going with what sounded fun, and we found this hike. We saw it on the trail. We decided to stop, decided to do it. Wherever the day takes us, we just go with it. Keep an open mind and an open attitude, and these cool things find you. And sometimes the best things are the unplanned ones. So
we weren't expecting this
worked
much
out.
snow. We weren't expecting this much snow.
That's right. We weren't expecting the snow, but that's okay. It was still fun anyways. I think I'm doing...
Stella!
I am doing a cold plunge for you, baby girl.
Ooh. Stop now!
Tyler, why do you want Dad to do it?
Because I just want to see him, I don't know, jump in and be
See a
frozen.
prepper?
Yeah.
A cold
Tyler.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's no secret that I can't resist jumping in a cold body of water, whether it's a cold pool or a typical cold plunge. I definitely can't resist a good alpine plunge, a crystal clear, cold lake. I just think cold exposure is so good for you in so many ways. And I like being that example for the kids. And it's kind of turned into a thing on this trip that, you know, when we see a lake, I'm pretty much trying to figure out how I can get in it. And it's really turning into a special little thing with Tyler. She's really getting into that whole wants daddy to get in and cold plunge. And the first little lake we stopped at on the hike in Rainier, we couldn't find a good private place to do the plunge, and then we found a second lake which was even better. It had a beautiful backdrop of Rainier, and she was egging me on, and I couldn't say no. I was like, yes, we're doing it, baby. Getting ready for a cold plunge near beautiful Mount Rainier.
This is an alpine.
This is an alpine cold plunge. Because she suckered me into it. I couldn't see her sad. I had to do it. Couldn't let her down. So here we go. Look at this beautiful lake.
A cool sacrifice. Jump out now! Just do it! Can I get in? Mom, can I get in?
And it turned out to be just such a refreshing experience. If you haven't done something like that, I can't even describe that, endorphin rush you get, the crystal clear water, and especially being in a beautiful place like that, it's just overwhelmed with like the sense of nature around you. It's just such a great experience, and it's fun watching the kids get into that. And there's been some times since where Tyler has started to take to the cold plunge. We've seen Luke do the cold plunge. So I think they're starting to catch on to that, even though it's pretty hard. It's hard to get in that cold water at first until you start to appreciate it. But it's been a lot of fun, and I'm really glad that the kids are seeing that and becoming a part of the cold plunge experience with me.
Watch him. Okay, go. Go.
Stop, slow down.
Do not get close to the edge.
There's one.
You see one? I don't see him. Jeff sees it.
There's the other one.
Woo! Did you see it?
No.
Jeff sees them both.
Wow.
So which one won?
To tie.
Just make a guess.
So we are on Mount Rainier today. The sun is shining. It is a fantastic day. It is shorts and t-shirt weather after some rain. Everybody is just soaking in the amazing beauty and size of the mountain and the waterfalls. Luke is just eating up everything so far, getting to kind of experience everything. He's taking all of his pictures. He's definitely been engaged by everything so far. So this is all really capturing him. It's going to be one of those lifelong memories, and it's extra special because we've got the whole family here today. My parents, Christina's parents, everybody's together. So it's just a super special event for everybody.
Okay, you think this looks like that now? No, it doesn't. I need to move this one over. There we are. Look, we got it.
Oh, yes.
Now there needs to be this little one.
Here.
We need one of these, maybe?
Here, do you want me to hold it and I can
I need
get
the little square one, the green flat there, this one right here.
Okay.
Okay.
That probably is cool.
You think so?
And he goes,
No, that's the flap.
I literally just told you.
Go right here.
Couldn't eat anything.
Okay. And
Let's see.
Let's try that one.
I heard about the cake.
Let's try that
Okay,
one.
we got our.
Let's try that one.
Okay. And when you think about what, potentially faces this family down the road, and Luke in particular, who's such a wonderful kid. And, I've just been spending the last few minutes, working with Luke on Legos, and he loves them. And what a joy to just be able to sit down and do that. But you know, at some point that may change for him because, you know,
His vision may deteriorate.
As vision deteriorates and his ability
Unless
to
we're able to
work with something as simple as Legos will be greatly changed.
Unless we're fortunate enough that the research comes in time to
Yes.
make a difference for him.
So Luke and my dad were having a nice moment tonight around the campfire playing Legos, which is something they love to do and is one of their favorite things together. But also brings you back to reality when Luke walks over and he asks me for help. He was having a hard time discerning black from green, which is something that he has a hard time with. As dusk sets in and the light starts to get lower, he has a hard time with night vision, and he can have a hard time with seeing colors. And so even though it was a beautiful moment and they were getting to have a really special time together here, camping, doing Legos, spending quality time together, it brings you back to reality when his disease starts to show itself, and it's real, it's there. So that's just one of the things that we, that are a part of our reality right now, and that's why we're here fighting to stop this and making sure he continues to have his Lego moments with my dad.
This is a emotional time for all of us to be here sharing this adventure, but it's a lot of fun at the same time. We're not only building memories for Luke, we're building memories for us. And the time we're spending with everyone has been better than we could have possibly have hoped during this week that we've been able to share with them.
While we are a smaller part of this larger adventure that's going on here in the Pacific Northwest and all, we hope to be a big part of the larger mission that's here in front of us, you know, trying to help Luke with his blindness,
Or possible
blindness, and other children who could be afflicted with this, or other people in general. This is about retinitis pigmentosa as well. And, you know, so we feel that larger mission as well. It's, you know, we have this beautiful trip here and the wonderful time that we're having here in Washington and Mount Rainier, and what a setting. But, you know, we go back tomorrow and we will be, you know, doing everything we can to help Luke and to help Stephen, because this is hard work.
Oh my goodness, it's hard work.
The battle to help people, it takes a tremendous work ethic on the part of Stephen and Christina and others. And gosh, you know, it stuns me at times just how hard we see them working to make this better. What do you think?
Hey, that looks good.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got this, we got this, we've got this, we got this, and we got that. Okay.
Here, let me
So
see.
that's on one side.
All right.
And now you do it on the other side. Same thing.